Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to work on our W fold journal. I need to get this in the mail to the person that purchased it, and I wanted to add quite a few more things to it. It's not quite bulky enough for me yet. Um, Now, this collection is from Rach and Bella Crafts. If I can remember, I'll link it below. But if I forget, just go to Rach and Bella Crafts. And I think it has something to do with garden. I can't remember exactly. But right here, I think I want to put a clear pocket. I don't want to cover any of this up. I just want a little clear pocket to put a writing board in. So I think we'll just make it out of vellum. I've got this piece that's all crunched up here. So how are you guys today? What are you up to? I'm going to cut, let's see, how big is this? That might be a good thing to measure. I think I'll cut at 5.5. That should be plenty big enough. I'm going to cut this end off. Well, let's go ahead and cut at 6, because the reason why is I want to make this the full size. The pocket a full size. I don't want to cut any of it off by gluing it down. So we are going to make it a little bit larger than what we need, and then we're going to go around the edges and do some folding. I am going to squirt it 1/2 inch on each side, and I have to do it kind of easy on this because this will crack pretty easy. Even though it's a very, very thick vellum, it'll still crack. Sorry, my mind is on 1,000 different things today, and I'm stuttering and stammering around a little bit. Don't mean to be, but that's the way I am sometimes when my mind's all on different things. I hope I scored that right. Let's see. I tell you, this just creating videos every other day, I think I almost forget what I'm doing. I may have to go back. No, I'm enjoying the extra time that I have to do my other work. I've got lots of other things going on, so I enjoy that extra time, but I do miss it when I'm not on here every day. Okay, I think that should work well. All right, I'm going to cut a little bit off at the bottom. Don't want it quite that tall, and it is a little bit crooked anyway, so we're just going to cut a little off. I think I'll make it 4 inches. Cut that off. Okay, I think that's about the size that I want. I'm going to go ahead and punch just a little pull in the top. I don't really have to do that, but I'm going to. I'm going to use my Barely Arts glue to glue this down. It glues whoops, you don't need to glue that down, Edith. Duh. I'm going to glue this down to there. It glues vellum very well. I told you, my mind is just bombarded this morning. And now let's glue this down. Now this may not hold a writing board like I want to make, so what I'll do is put the writing board in the back if I make one for this. I may just give her the paper and chipboard and everything and let her make one. But there is a cute little pocket, and then everything shows through it, so we can put something in there. That'll be easy. I've already got something there. I don't really want to put anything on that. This I'm just going to fill with goodies, but I am going to close the little gussets up because I don't want it to be that expandable, because everything would just fall out of it if I do. So we're going to close that up. Okay. So the gussets are closed up, and I'll give them a little bit to dry, but then we've still got a good pocket. But we don't have that expandable, so we can still stuff it with some things. I want to put something here. I'm going to pull out some of the things that I'm using in this kit, and we'll see what we've got that we can put here. I could always do a little side tuck pocket. I have lots of tags that I need to use. I think I'm going to use this page and just make my own little side tuck. And I'm just going to fold it over to make it a little bit thicker. And let's see. I think I will tear it about right there. I'm not measuring. Okay, then we'll put that down, and I'm just going to move it over a little bit so it won't be in that little curve there. And I'm going to glue this down. Oh, this paper's got glitter inside it. Didn't know that. And now we're just going to cut off a little piece of that so that we'll know that that is a little side tuck. This is a quick and easy way to make little side tucks. And then I'm just going to glue it here and across here. And right there. That looks good. So I can tuck a little tag or something in there, and that'll work. And we're going to put something on the front. Let's see what we've got that we can put on there. I think I might use one of these that I got from my sweet friend. I think I'll put one of these down. They're stickers. They're very, very pretty. Just trying to find one that's got some blue that'll kind of go with this. Oh, I like that one right there. I think all these are stickers. I do believe. If I don't tear it up, getting it out. There we go. Yes, they're acetate stickers. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to need something down here on the bottom. So let's see what we can put there that will give it a little bit of color and then make this stand out just a little bit more. Okay, what about that little scrap right there? Let's do that. And I'm just going to tear it off about right there. Until I'm really measuring today. I've got Erin texting me every 5 minutes, so I'm a little bit preoccupied here. They have been in, I told you they went to the mountains for Bethany's graduation trip. Well, they have all been sick. They got a stomach virus or something, so they've all been in the bed sick. Well, Erin just doesn't understand when people are sick, and he doesn't really get it that everybody has to rest, because he doesn't want to rest. He doesn't know anything about resting. He wants to just keep going. So he has had a really hard time trying to understand that everybody needed to lay around a little bit and rest. And so he's been kind of giving him a little bit of a hard time. So I've been talking to him, trying to settle him down and, make him understand that people have to rest when they're sick. He needs to rest too, and all of that. So he and I have been having conversations all morning, and I told him, I said, you have to be sweet. Mama and Daddy don't feel well. Bethany doesn't feel well. You don't feel well, even though, he's so tough. He just keeps going. He doesn't. Not feeling well is not in his category of thoughts. So he just, regardless, he keeps going. And so I told him, I said, you just have to take care of them. You have to be sweet to them and take care of them. And so hopefully he picked up on that, I hope. But Yeah, he doesn't when he doesn't feel well, he just gets ill because he doesn't understand why he doesn't feel well. That's part of the autism. They have very little understanding of being sick and not feeling well. Thankfully, he's not sick a lot. He normally is, you know, very healthy and thank the good Lord above and just keeps going and doesn't have any problems. But this time, all this has hit all of them, so they have had a really rough time with it. So, Aaron's just not handling it well. They said, we're going to call Nene and tell Nene. And he said, I'll call Nene and tell Nene. Because he knows I'll get on to him about that kind of stuff. And of course they do too, but I'm just saying sometimes he'll listen to me a little bit better than he'll listen to them when he's ill. So he called me and we talked a while, and then we've been texting back and forth, and I've been trying to calm him down and tell him that, everybody still doesn't feel well, so he's going to have to be patient and try to understand. And he's like, okay, Nene, okay, I will. I said, you are the strong boy in the crowd. You're going to have to take care of Mama and Bethany because they're still very sick. And he said, okay, I'll be the strong man and I'll take care of them. So, bless his heart. It's so hard. So very hard. All right. I was just trying to find something we could put on there. I like this, okay, but to me it's not enough writing, maybe. I'm going to leave it for now, though, and I'm going to come over here and do this. I'm going to put it on this side. So anyway, that's why I'm a little bit preoccupied. If I sound a little bit wacky today, it's just that I'm a little bit strung out over things. I love that boy to death, but boy, when he gets it in his head that he shouldn't do something or somebody shouldn't do something, he's headstrong. Very headstrong. And of course, with all of them being sick, they're all struggling with, each other, I guess you could call it. I think those flowers are going that way, so I think I'm going to have to put that one like that, or it's going to be the wrong way. So we're just going to do that. It'll just be another place that we can add some things. I think it was actually intended to go with the long part up, but I don't want my flowers to be sideways, so we're going to do it like this. And then that'll give us a tuck spot there. Let's see, what did we do here? I have no clue what we did here. This is just a little flip over that I did. And then we've got this that's a pocket. So I'm going to leave that for now, but I think I am going to put something here. There's so many things in this little bundle that you get. Well, I say little, it's not a little bundle, it's a big bundle. There's so many different things in here that you can just spend all day long adding things to. Okay, I might put that and let that be another little side tuck. I like side tucks in case you haven't noticed. I'm just going to use a piece of this to back it with because this is just plain copy paper. Just going to back it with something. This is was in my scraps. Just to make it a little bit stronger. Oh, I just remembered. I didn't get my garbage down to the road today either. Oh, Aaron usually does that for me. And since he's not here, I completely forgot it. It was just like, boop. It was just a blip on the radar. I didn't even think about it. Okay. So that should work. And then we'll take off a little corner there. So, how's your day going? You kind of know how mine's going now, which it's fine. I'm not complaining at all. I love my grandbabies. Even though sometimes I'd like to pinch their little heads off, I love them all. Just like my kids. I love my kids, but sometimes I'd like to pinch their heads off too. And I know we all have those days, don't we? I think I've got a pencil mark right there on the top of that. Where's my pencil? My eraser. No, that's actually not a pencil mark. I think I'll put some little something there and cover it. But there's just a little tuck on that one. I don't mind this because it's got all the numbers on it, and you could journal on there if you wanted. And this is a very, very old book page, so I'm not going to cover that. Not going to cover it. Now I want something right here because that's a little bit too plain for me. Well, I was trying to pull this butterfly off and the whole page come out. I'm not sure this... Yeah, this is a sticker. I think I'll put that there. And I like to have a little label of some kind. Now, these are some of the labels that we made the other night. I don't really want that one on there, but they would go really well with something like this. We'll probably use it on further back on some different pages. I think for this one, I'm going to use... Nope. No green and green, Edith. What about this one? I don't really mind that up there. Normally I wouldn't do that. Put two things on one side like that. Or two larger things, but this is working okay. And you can see I'm using Barely Arts today. I use both. I go back and forth. I use Barely Arts. I use Art Glitter. They both work the same, except Barely Arts is a lot better on your vellum than Art Glitter glue is. Okay, let's see. I need a tag to go in here. There's some really pretty tags right there. I think one of those will be big enough. I think so. I think these are the largest that's in this kit. I believe. I think I'll just do this one. I would like to have it a little bit larger, but I don't think I have any more. Let me look and see if I have any larger ones. If not, we'll do that one. Okay, this is the largest one I have in this kit, but I'm going to make it a little bit wider. Yeah. I am going to use a piece of book page. Let's see if any of these will work. Well, that's got writing on it. I don't want that one. No, not writing. That's got a picture on it, so I don't want that one. We could use this one. This is nice and browned up from a very old book. Stuffy to pepper to brick. I have no idea what that means. Well, I didn't put that down exactly straight, but we're going to go with it. We can cut it straighter, hopefully. I am going to try to cut it. Oh, you know what? I didn't do that right. You have to trim. You have to trim it to the edge of your tag before you do this. I told you my mind's not functioning today. I don't know why, other than I've got a lot on my mind. Yeah, I should have trimmed my tag first, so we'll just do it again. Not going to be a big deal. I got plenty of book pages. Yeah, trim your tag out first, and then do your book page. So we're just going to grab another of that same page, or same book, and then just going to put it like that. Pretty straight. Straight-ish. And let's see. I think I'm going to try to tear it. I don't know where my other tear ruler is, but I'm going to try to tear it. Sometimes I can tear it a little bit straighter than I can cut it, if that makes sense. And this page is very brittle, so it tears really, really easy. Oh, that tore big time. That makes it a little bit wider. So then we'll put that down in there, but then I will put something else behind it. Because if I put something else behind it, then it's going to keep this and this from blending so close together. I don't think I have anything right here on my desk that I can put behind it, but we will put something behind that. Now, I'm going to decorate that pocket, but not right this minute. This needs something added to it. I'd like to have a smaller vellum envelope to add there. I don't really want one that big, I don't think. It might be okay, but I think what I'm going to do is bring it down a little bit and add it there. Let's see. I want to make sure that I'm going to put it like I want it. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we're just going to go across here. This is not going to be any kind of little tuck or anything. This is just going to hold the vellum pocket in. Or hold it down, I should say, not in. And I'm just kind of staying away from that curve because it's kind of hard to glue on that curve and keep it glued down. So I'm just pulling it up a little bit. And then I'll go in here and add a little bit of extra glue. And I may even come back and put a little washi there. I don't know. It'll depend on how good it holds. Okay. Now we have a little vellum pocket that we can add some things to. And I may end up adding something to this too and have another little page coming up. And then I'll definitely add something to that, but that's going to be a little later. This has got a little pocket right here on that we added. I'll try to remember to link the playlist for this below so that you can go back and watch the ones that you want to. All right, we need to put some little something on the back of that, even though I love that color on there, that old vintage color. But I think I want to add something on there. Even if it's not anything but a pocket. What about that little pocket? That would be cute. It'd bring that blue out over there. Now, I like my pockets and things a little bit bigger than what's in this kit. But you can always adjust them if you want. Well, I think it actually goes the other way, but we're going to use it like that. I think that'll be okay. Then we'll have a little tuck there. This page is going to have something put on the back of it to make it a little bit stronger. This is that piano paper. And then we've got that on that page. We've got the cascading pockets here. Got another little side tuck there. That's that 1859 book page. And we added this on the other side of that, but I'm going to leave this, I think. I may cover that, it says daily expense, but I think I'm going to leave that and let it be a journaling page. I may fold that over like that. You can journal on it. Yeah, let's just fold that over. And then we'll just put a little something there to cover that up. I got little giblets everywhere. You throw these away. Let's just do a little stamp there. There we go. Got a side tuck there. And then we've got these 2 pages that need a little bit of color on them. I think I might fold this and put that on there. We could make a belly band out of this if we wanted. Yeah, I don't think we have a belly band made so far, so I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And then it needs to be a little bit shorter. Not much, just a little. Okay, I think that will work. And I'm just going to glue this together. And then we'll decorate the front of this up some. Now you don't have to use a front and back like this because this is not going to be seen. As a matter of fact, I think I want that side. But I just did it because I've got a piece of paper, and instead of having to add something else to the back, I'm just going to use it like this. This was a scrap, so we'll put that on there. I did get it a little bit shorter, didn't I? Oh well, it'll still be a good belly band. Doesn't have to go all the way. I like to tuck extra things under the belly band. Belly bands, I should say. And I'm just going to bring it down a little bit from the top and up a little bit from the bottom. And that should work. Just make sure I get it nice and flat so that it doesn't stick up too much and I can put something under there. Now this, I don't think it needs much except maybe a butterfly or... Ooh, that vintage lace is pretty, but I don't think it goes on that exactly. We'll have to put that somewhere else. Got lots of little yellow butterflies here. Let's put that one up there at the top, and then we might put a label at the bottom. Thank you, my friend, for all of these beautiful stickers. I love clear acetate stickers. I love them. What about a number down here? I like that. Now see, I like that on that page. But I think I want to do it, I want to tear it off a little bit closer. I don't have my other ruler here. I don't know what I've done with it. A tear ruler. I got it somewhere. I know. It's probably buried. Okay, that will work. Yes, I like that. And this is just what we stamped on some cardboard box that we had pulled apart. You can go back and see that video if you want. I don't know if I want to do anything with that or just leave it and let it be journaling. Now we're to the center of the first signature. I want to cover some of this because this is sideways. Let me think about what I want to cover this with. So on this center page, I think I'm going to put these 2 scrap pieces that I had in my stash. I'm going to need to trim them down just a tiny bit. Just want to cover that up. There was one side that I really like. I like this side because you could journal this way. You don't have to always journal up and down. But this side is a little bit more like I don't like. Like I don't like. Okay. I think that will be good, maybe. Let's see here. I think I'll do it that way, maybe. Like that. Make sure it's not too wide, and it's not. And then we're just going to cover this. I could have put something else in the center. I didn't, but you can always cover it if you put something in the center that you really don't care for or it doesn't look right once you get everything put together. Just cover it. Cover it up. And see, this background is almost the same color as the blue in here, so it's going to work fine. I'm going to put a little bit extra glue right here. Like that. And I think, alright, I think that's good. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And I'm just using my glue stick because I know that's going to stick well. It's a little bit easier than trying to go around it with regular glue. Make sure I turn you guys back on. I had turned it off for a minute because I had some phone calls that came through, and I just wanted to make sure that I turned you back on. That will work right there. And now it just looks like just another page in your journal. And you can do a little bit better lining up than me if you want. But that is good enough. And I'll put charms on these, so we're good to go there. Now I'm going to have to leave that open because I got a little glue in that hole. I am going to make something out of this envelope right here to go under our belly band. So let me think how I want to do this. I think what we're going to do is cut off each side of this. Just a little tiny sliver, just enough to open it up. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this off too, I think. These two little sticks, I'm going to cut them off. Now I'm going to refold it. I don't want my fold way down here. I don't want it like that. I'm going to refold it. There. And don't worry that you've got a little crease there because that's not going to matter. Not going to matter at all. Okay, I think. No, I'm not going to cut it. I started to say I'm going to cut some of that off, but I'm not. Now what I'm going to do is make a little notebook out of this that we can put on the inside of the journal. Now, I may not tear all the paper for it right now, but I will definitely get the paper together once I finish the video. Right now, I'm just going to kind of show you what I want to do. I'm just going to grab some of these scraps that I've got laying here. I'm going to get a little page out of this. It's just an old vintage music book from way back when. And then I want to get just a little coffee dyed sheet here. And I think that's going to be enough. Okay, we'll start out with this, if I can figure out which way it folds. And I'm just going to tear them down to fit. I'm not going to be real particular about it. I started to say I've just lost another ruler, but I've got it here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to be a little notebook. First I'm going to tear them this way, and then we'll figure out how we want to tear the other direction. Okay. Make sure you're going by the correct fold, which I probably didn't that first time. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Okay. There's my fold. And I'm just going to fold that back. That will work. Okay, let's go ahead and tear this part off right here. Now I'm just using my scraps to make this, so it's absolutely free. Free. We'll make another one of those in a minute. Right now I'm going to do this. There's one. And then we'll make one out of this. Fold that back, and I think that's the right height. Yep. And then we'll do this. pull that one over. Right. And then I'm going to do just a couple out of this scrap paper. Coffee dyed paper. Very, very fast to make these. Doesn't take any time at all. And I'm going to leave that. I am not going to cut that off. Even if it sticks out just a little bit, I don't care. I love that edge. I am going to tear it off this way a little bit. And that should be good to go. So we'll start out with this one, I think. And I'm going to put that one in there. And then that one. We'll put a small one in the middle just so that it gets caught by the stitching. That one, and then I think I'm going to turn that around. I got enough pockets on that side, or fold overs, and then we'll put that one in the middle. Now you can either stitch this by hand or just stick it in the sewing machine. I think I'm going to stick it in the sewing machine real quick. It'll make it a lot faster, and then we can decorate and be ready to put this together. All right, there we go. I actually stitched down the fold. Can you believe it? So there's our little pages, and then this will fold over, and I'm just going to put an extra score line in there so that it will fold where I want it to. There we go. So there's our little notebook, and now let's just decorate the front. And I'll probably put a piece of Velcro on that to Velcro it together. But I think that's cute. Let's put a little paper on here. Oh, let's do the birdie. I think we might be able to, let's see if we can go all the way around. No, it doesn't work. That's okay. We'll put this on there. And I am, again, just going to tear it with my ruler, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. I'm going to go right there. And right there. No, I think I'll cut it. It'll be safer, Edith, if you cut it. Let's see. Let's cut it this way so that we won't, maybe we won't cut that bird in half right here. We can still use that. These would be cute little journals to go along with your larger journals that you maybe sell or give away. Okay, that's on there. And then I want to put a little bit of something on the back. Well, you know what? That's big enough. We'll just cut that little extra piece off there and use this whole sheet. Well, the whole piece of sheet. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, there's that side. And now I want a little bit of paper here and a little bit of paper there. Oh, that's cute. Let's do that. Now, when I've got an angled piece like this, this is how I do it. I don't know how you might do it, but this is how I do it. Okay, let's see if that's, yeah, that'll work. And then I just cut on the inside of that line that I just made. Let's see if it's going to be the right size or if I need to trim it a little bit more. Okay, I need to trim that back side off, and it'll work. It'll work. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this little edge right here. Leave it brown. Cut that a little bit shorter right there. And then we'll put a little piece in here. And let's see what we got here. I'm trying my best to use up my scraps, so I think I'm just going to use that little piece right there. I know it's been folded in the middle, but that doesn't bother me. I'm just going to okay, that will work. Just going to make sure it doesn't go over that fold. It goes over it a little bit, so I'm going to trim just a tiny bit. Was a little crooked anyway, so. Okay, there's that. Now, like I said, I'll probably put a little piece of Velcro there, but you could tie something around it if you wanted. You can do it, close it lots of different ways, or you don't even have to close it if you don't want to. Now, I am going to put a butterfly on here. I know, I'm using butterflies, right? But they're so cute. I mean, what is flowers without butterflies? And then we may put some little something there. Could put something out of here. Oh, this bird's pretty, and it's got some yellow in it. Let's do this bird. We got a bird and a butterfly. That'll work. Well, it would work if I could get this off. A bird. Oops, what happened to his tail? Did I cut his tail off? Yes, I did. Look at that. I tore his tail off. Can you believe that? Bless his heart. Okay, we're going to grab his tail. I thought I saw his tail on there. I sure didn't know I cut it. There we go. Now you got your tail back. And I think I might put a little something right here. So let's see what we've got. Okay, let's see what these say. Let's put this one that says keep growing on it. You always got to keep growing, don't you? Even, I know this is talking about the garden, but it's true in life too. You got to keep growing. Yeah, I think I'll put it this way, like that. Right, there is a little booklet. So it's got lots of writing paper in it. I may go back and cover these, the inside and the outside of that, or the insides of that. And then where this will go is where we have that little belly band, if I can find it. There. See, I can put that like that. And we have a little notebook in there, slid inside or under the belly band, and that can actually keep it in there. If you don't attach the flap down, you can use it like that. Alright guys, I think that's it for this video. I know it's a little bit longer, but I needed to get some things done in this. I will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'm hoping that we don't have the heartbeat thing going on. I don't know if we do or not. I mean, I can't hear it. I don't know if it's from the time I put it from my system to YouTube that it happens. I don't know. But anyway, I've tried my best. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to have to get some tech support in here and see if they can figure it out. We will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.